So I didn't realize how much leftover foam I actually have, so I really need to do something about this.
Yes, I love trash.
So I'm just starting to collect all the bigger pieces so I can use it as a base. Just cutting the edges off to make it a little bit better. Trying to shape it to make sure it fits. Yep, it's definitely like playing Tetris. Now I'm just cutting the edges off to make it look more like a rough terrain. Just kind of slicing it halfway with the knife and then flaking it off with the wrist. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Just be careful not to cut your thumb. Now I'm collecting all these bits and pieces, very small pieces for later. I'm definitely going to use a lot of these. I decided to make two separate chambers. So this is going to be more like the traditional like stone chamber, and this is going to be the half that's pretty much closer to the outside. So there's going to be a little bit more jungly terrain here, and it's going to be separated by a wall of some sort. So I have this cutout of us, half a circle that I did a long time ago that I saved. So I'm probably going to try to trim it to make it look like smaller arches. Well, this part is really cut crooked. I didn't think about that until I glued it all together. So I'm just going to remove this part right here and put like a regular column in the middle to make it at least semi-symmetrical. I'm just texturing it with the aluminum foil ball, and now I'm going to add some lines, some sort of embellishments to make it look more like columns as opposed to just chunks of foam. That's not so bad. That looks pretty good. So this is the pile of scrap cuttings that I saved, and I'm going to use it to cover gaps, kind of make rubble out of them, and just essentially cover the gaps between pieces of foam and blank spaces. So at some point I realized that the main chamber was way too small, so I decided to make it a little bit bigger. So I moved these two columns over about an inch over. This is where they originally were, and I moved them over, and I also added another inch to the wall. In hindsight, I should have showed how I did it, but it's too late now. So the next step is to create the outer walls, like by the courtyard. And I'm just cutting bricks out of scrap foam, trying to use as much as I can. Okay, so the main goal for this video is to get rid of as much scrap foam as much as I can, considering I saved so much of it and I have like so many multiple separate bags. So this is all from scrap foam that I've saved. So it's looking pretty good, and I am able to consolidate the scrap foam that I have left over that I haven't used. So this is pretty much it. So task completed pretty much. So I totally forgot to turn my mic on at this part, but basically what I'm saying is I'm going to create vines all over the ruins using these pipe cleaners, and they're going to be all over, like I said, and hopefully it works. So the bottom of this egg carton kind of look like they would be glyphs in a temple. So I'm going to cut these out and put a couple of them in the temple itself. Well, this is what it looks like after I used the pipe cleaners as vines. I gotta admit, it looks kind of cartoonish just because the pipe cleaners are so fluffy, but hopefully it gets a little bit more matted when I paint it. And I don't know, I might have gotten a little heavy-handed with the pipe cleaners, so I might have to remove some vines depending how they look like after they're painted. So far so good. So I ended up making these temple ruins out of leftover scrap foam, but now it feels like I need to add something to it.
The choices are yours.
Well, here's my Legends of the Hidden Temple build with my polymer clay Olmec. I had lots of fun building this thing, and I'm really happy I was able to get rid of all that scrap foam. And I will also release a video of how I made the polymer clay Olmec separately, so stay tuned for that also. Warriors from the purple iguanas and the red jaguars have finally come face to face with Oracle Olmec to find out clues on how to find the silver monkey. Roll for initiative.